More than 260 people are dead in Indonesia, according to officials, after a 5.6 magnitude earthquake rocked the country's main island of Java. Well, now local authorities are calling it a race against time to rescue the dozens of victims who are still missing. NBC News correspondent Matt Bradley joins us now from NBC's London bureau. Matt, first off, what is the latest on the rescue efforts? Where do they stand right now?
Well, Morgan, as you mentioned, there's still dozens of people who are thought to be hidden inside homes that collapsed. That's the real issue here, is that there was so much damage that happened because of this that is really complicating those rescue efforts. Not only are rescue workers trying to comb through these collapsed homes and buildings, a lot of them, I gotta tell you, were schools where children were trapped inside. Children made up a huge number, according to local authorities, of those casualties that you mentioned earlier. There's also electricity outages. There's landslides that is preventing rescue workers bringing, heavy equipment to the sites of destruction. So a lot of this is just still going on because there is no way to repair the infrastructure that was also damaged in this earthquake. So the rescue efforts are complicated, and it looks like they're not going to be over anytime soon. Morgan?
Speaking of which, the president of Indonesia visited the hard-hit city of Cianjur and told people whose homes were damaged that he'd give them each the equivalent of $3,100. Does it look like that money's helping, Matt? And what will the next few months sort of look like for those survivors?
Yeah, that's all really hard to tell, Morgan, but the one thing we know for sure is that a lot of these people are going to have to leave the area. And we're talking about thousands of people who are already displaced. And like I mentioned before, there isn't the infrastructure to provide resources to help people. So it's not like, a situation where there's, a hurricane where you can sort of go in and move in with trucks, with equipment. All of that has been washed out. And we're talking about landslides that have washed out roads, limiting access. So that means a lot of these people, even if they're armed with $3,100, there's not going to be a lot to spend that kind of money on. They're going to have to leave the area and wait for essentially their homes to be rebuilt, or they're just going to have to permanently leave. It's a really sad situation, but I got to tell you, this is a part of this country that has seen earthquakes, landslides, tsunamis for years and years. They are quite deft, quite good at dealing with disasters and helping people.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.